So here we go, guys. Game number 2 going to start up. Map is going to be Lost Temple, since this is a pretty old tournament that was set up before the map changes on the ladder. So we are going to be on Lost Temple. Get our production tab up as we do our introductions. Once again, spawning at the left side of the map, we have our yellow Protoss. His name is
ONEwbc.
Starting on the right side, we have our teal Terran, currently up 1 game. This could be his last one if he wins. Going to match number 2. We'll see if he can do it. His name is
cLSAdj.
So definitely played a risky game last game, getting a very late expansion. And by very late, I mean a non-existent expansion, pretty much going all in on one base. I'm wondering if he does that very often. Maybe that's just how he plays versus Protoss. Thinks Terran doesn't really need that second base to stay in the game.
Possible. I don't know. I mean, if you can mount a strong enough 1 base push against a Protoss that you've already done damage to, it can be really, really hard to stop.
So right now we do have our first very quick scout here from ONEwbc going out. Edge getting his barracks up, not putting that supply depot at the front this time. Not sure what that potentially means. Last time we didn't really see that used for anything. I don't think he actually got a bunker at the front like I expected, but I suppose if it was a 4-gate he would have had that opportunity. Maybe just a thinking ahead thing. A little bit of lag there, at least for me. And it looks like we've got ONEwbc trying to be annoying, doing some good damage on that starting SCV. We've got a later scout here from Edge, going down to the bottom. So still no tells what's going on. Edge did get his gas though, so no mass marines. Quick expansion here. Pretty much opening up the same way with that tech lab, so probably concussive shells and marauders about to come out. ONEwbc does see this. Probably exactly what he wanted to see, and is going to be able to go up and check to see 1 gas. Ooh, gonna try to take out that SCV. Is he gonna get it? Yes, he does, but he gets taken out himself. But still, an even trade.
Yep. But that means that 1 scouting time's worth of SCV mule mining time is lost from Adj, since that was his scouting SCV versus a mining SCV. Would be cool getting a fairly quick second gas starting that warp gate research.
Yeah, still going for that stalker. He could get a sentry out next. Seems similar to what we saw last time, but once again could have an opportunity to get that quick robotics facility. Last time his build was 2 gateways into a robo. See if he sticks to his guns here. And look at this, Edge throwing a completely new style into this game. Going for that quick expansion. Now, ONEwbc probably not expecting that, looking at his scouting. I mean, all he's seen is that tech lab coming up. So he's probably expecting sort of the same all-in style we saw last time. And there he goes, actually throwing down that robotics facility before he gets the next gateway. So this is a very quick tech. And maybe Edge is doing this on purpose. Just trying to change up his game style so much, making ONEwbc think, oh, this guy just goes all in every game. Doesn't like to expand. Now he's going to go for a fast expansion pretty safely. 2 more gateways thrown down for ONEwbc. Kind of hiding him at the bottom there. It looks like we do have a Reaper come in. Completely missed that being built. Doesn't really come in and do anything. We already had that sentry out. Forced him away. Even a stalker waiting on the bottom ground here in case he did jump up the normal path. He did jump up the top side though, a little less expected. It's been a while since we've seen a game on Lost Temple. I'm wondering, well, our players probably not really playing it on it that much. Edge could go for drops, tanks especially on the high ground. Not getting a factory quite yet, staying on 1 gas and getting his 3 racks up on 1 base.
Yep, we have to see if either of these players really remember the meta game for this map. It is much more easily defendable than Shatter Temple, which may be why Adj has actually expanded this game. But Wannabe Cool looking like he's going for that Twilight Council. May use Blink here. There are some opportunities in the middle of the map. They have those high grounds by the Zelnagas. And the cliff, of course, above the natural.
Yep. Observer now comes in for Wannabe Cool. Sees the expansion.
Ooh. And we are going to see a Dark Shrine from Wannabe Cool. Is getting that Warp Prism. So it looks like we're going to see that Warp Prism DT play. And I really like that regardless of the map.
We'll see how ready Adj is for this. He hasn't... Well, last game he didn't get an engineering bay at all. And it's still not doing it right now. So not going to be able to get missile turrets up. It's going to have to rely on the energy of the orbital commands. But, I mean, clicking on it, I can already see a 5 energy on this one. Just hitting 50 energy on the bottom one. He's using these for mules as soon as he can. There he goes, dropping the second mule. So saving no energy whatsoever. He definitely could be caught off guard. And hopefully Wannabe Cool noticing this.
A Warp Prism with 3 Stalkers and 1 Sentry. I don't know if it was scanned or not by Adj. He did do a scan on the natural right as the Warp Prism was leaving, but it might have been too far away. And here we go, dropping in the backside of the main.
Adj not reacting quite yet.
Finished as well.
Tries to force field those SCVs. Yep, doing much better with them. They're all grouped up right now. Man, imagine if he had Storm.
Yep. Or even Zealots to really do some major damage. Trying to run up to high ground, and is he going to get away? Looks like he will. Again, that DT Shrine is finished. He does have the money to warp in DTs. And if DTs were with those force fields, man, that would have done some serious hurt. Adj still spawning those mules as fast as he can.
Ooh, and interesting. Warping in the DTs, loading them up into the Warp Prism outside of the base, and now just going to float them in. Drop them on the ground here.
Looks like our natural command center has 12 energy. The one in the main only 18. With 3 DTs, you can actually take that down before it's going to reach enough energy. But here he goes.
Just split them up. Actually going after the army, taking down a lot of these units. All the Marines pretty much going down. 1 left in that. SCV's dying as well. Everything forced to pull out.
Yep, 1 at the natural going to work as well. Already has 5 kills. Should be going after those SCVs. There he goes, 6 kills. 1 on the ramp has 5 kills, going after the army, a couple more SCVs as well. So even when the scan comes up, he's going to have far less units. And I wouldn't even be surprised if Wannabe Cool continues with the DT blade, seeing how effective it is.
There's 1 scan. 1 more scan is ready. The DT trying to hide at the bottom, but
forces a second scan. Still a DT in the main.
Yep.
Going after Supply Depot, unfortunately. Needs to get... Yep, here come 2 more DTs.
And that's probably going to be it. Actually going to get to work on the tech labs. Interesting choice. And
can he make it down into the natural to snipe the missile turret going up?
Nope.
Looks like he's not going to focus it, but is going to run away.
Now he would be able to take down that orbital commander, or at least make it float away if he wanted. Surprised he's not. Instead, making sure he does guaranteed damage. Taking down supply depots right now. We can already see a supply difference, a huge supply difference at that. 83 to 44. I mean, at this point, Wannabe Cool. Looks like he's getting a pretty decent army ready at his space. A few Zealot Stalkers, even Immortals here. Gonna work on taking his 3rd, just staying ahead.
Forcing all the Raxes to lift. Putting up a couple more supply depots.
More scans already, so he's going to do scans to try to take these out. He manages to get 2 with a single scan. Going to have to do another scan to take out this last one if he manages to chase it down. But no, he drops a mule instead.
Again. Not sure if he remembered the count of DTs, but he's pretty much going to sack his main here.
Yep. Not looking good, and now we actually have drops on the high ground here on Lost Temple. Wannabe Cool going to be the one to take advantage of the structure of the map, with the high ground going over the expansion, and he's going to be able to snipe some of these SCVs. And I don't think there's anything Adj can do until he gets medevac out. Otherwise, he's going to have to float one of his buildings over to get sight.
Yep, right now it's 15 Harvesters compared to the 52 for Wannabe Cool. So Wannabe Cool with double the income right now. Also has that robotics base. First Colossus halfway done. Weapons level 1 and armor level 1 started on those double forge upgrades.
There goes floating barracks over to be able to finish off these stalkers. Two of them getting it away. Floating away in that warp prism. Really staying back here.
DT still in the main. Looks like he's chilling there with his 5 kills. Just sniped off that second refinery. And looks like he may even find these Raxes. And they are landed closer to the natural, but they're, I think, far enough away that he may be able to pick off at that one Rax. ONEwbc's gold base, about halfway done. So he's going to be on 3 base right now, whereas his opponent's just on 1 base.
Yeah, and ONEwbc has cLSAdj out now. I mean, this is pretty much over. I mean, if he just pushed out with his main army right now, Adj with pretty much half health on everything, a couple force stems, he's not going to be able to hold this.
Hedge going with 2 Reapers, maybe going to try to do a little bit of economic damage at least. Maybe just wants better scouting. And it's going to see this pretty large army. That's a lot of Zealots. They do have charge. +1.
Yep.
About to finish for both. And there's the GG. Sees that army coming towards him. Knows there's no way he's going to hold that. So now, series tied 1-1 in this first round for this New England SC2 League. This is a tournament for 32 men fighting for a $100 prize. We're going to have to see what the map choice is for Adj for this ace match.